Hello there everyone, welcome back to this channel, and I'm planning to make more videos on this channel about different components, different modules that usually commonly used in Arduino, and their tutorials are hard to find. So the first one today is about this motor driver module. This is called BTS7960 motor driver module or IBT-2 module. So let's say if you want to use this module for your hobby project, it's some kind of a robot, a combat robot, a competition robot, or any project, and you have some motors like these and you want to use these motors with Arduino or ESP32 or any microcontroller, then this is the very common choice for hobby projects. Now this right here is a motor driver module, and this complete module can control one motor. So let's say if you have two motors on two sides of your robot or project, then you will need two of these modules, remember. Now how to use this module? This side is a 3D model of the module, and to use this module all you need to do is these 8 pins are used to connect with your microcontroller to control your motor driver, and these are your power pins. So if you want to connect your motor, you will connect your motor here on these two terminals. These are block terminals, so you open these screws and you will connect your motor here. And these two are your battery terminals. So this one, the first one is battery negative and the second one is battery positive. Then you have these 8 pins. These pins are used to send signal or command to your motor. So that's it. This is your pin out. Now let's say yes, we have this circuit diagram here. So this is how you connect your motor driver with your Arduino or any other microcontroller. The first pin that you have is a ground. It's very simple. You will connect your ground with the ground of your controller. The second pin is VCC. So you will connect your VCC with 5 volt. You will connect your VCC with 5 volt. Then these two pins RIS and LIS, these are current limiting or current pins, but you don't usually use these pins. So let's say you don't connect anything to these two pins. It was perfectly fine without connecting these two pins. Then you have R enable and less enable. So you will connect these two with 5 volt as well. In normal operation you can connect these two with 5 volt as well. So what we usually do is we connect all these three together in your motor driver first, and then we connect it to 5 volt, this just using the one wire. So you can connect all three pins with 5 volt, these two and this one, or you can use a breadboard to connect all three with 5 volt. Then you have R enable and left enable, and you connect these two pins with your two signal pins of Arduino. Let's say we have pin number 11 and pin number 10. So these two pins will be used to send signal. On the other hand, these are your power pins. So the first one is battery negative. You can connect up to 24 volt battery using this pin, the first one. The second block terminal is battery positive. Remember, it's very sensitive, so if you connect it in reverse, it will burn instantly. Then you have two of your motor pins. So you will connect your motor using these two pins. You can connect any wire with any of these two motor pins. Now let's say if I turn pin number 11 high and pin number 10 low. So if I send a signal to pin number 11, this motor will start running in one direction on full speed. And on the opposite side, let's say if I turn pin number 10 high and 11 low, so this motor will run in the another direction. Or you can write analog write, or you can send PWM values to these two pins. So let's say I keep pin number 10 low and I write analog write half value to pin number 11, analog write 150. So the motor will run in the slow speed in one direction and vice versa. So this is how you can completely control. This is a complete circuit of how you can use your IBT module. That's it. And let's say you have two motors. So I have two IBT2 modules and I have another motor here. So it's very simple. You will connect the motor terminals here, you will connect your battery terminals again here, and what we usually do is now we have three more 5 volt pins. So if you want to connect all these wires with 5 volt, or let's say you have ESP32 or Arduino, so it will be very messy if you connect all these wires to 5 volt. So what we usually do is we solder these wires. So let's say I have these wires here, so I can solder these wires here. Now similarly I can solder this 5 volt here as well and this 5 volt here as well. So we solder all these wires together and just connect one wire from our both motor drivers to 5 volt. Similarly we can solder these two ground as well together using soldering iron, and then you can connect one wire to the ground. So it will be less messy. You have only one ground and one 5 volt for all those two motor drivers. and then you again will have four control pins. Usually for you in a robot you have four control pins. So let's say we connect pin number 8 and 9 to this motor driver, and then we can connect our second motor here, and you can use your IBT-2 module. Now for a few facts, this motor driver module is rated for 40 ampere, but it cannot possibly bear the load of 40 ampere if we see its package, because these block terminals are rated for max 10-12 amperes. These have very small space to connect the wire. So if you want to connect a DC wire that can bear 10-12 ampere, that's the max you can attach here. Similarly, the package, the heatsink position, it's just for hobby projects, so we recommend this for maximum 10 to 12 ampere motors, and that's pretty much enough requirement for all hobby projects. Also, we recommend to use 12 volt. We have seen that 24 volt is very common. These motor drivers gets damaged or burned without any indication, so usually we recommend this. If you have a hobby project and you can use on 12 volt safely, then use this motor driver on 12 volt. It works perfectly fine on 12 volt, and also use it on max 10 to 12 ampere DC motors. In the coming videos we will discuss more motor driver modules, more stuff related to Arduino, related to hobby projects. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, do subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.